question, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro. I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And we're underway. Gonçalo Inácio. Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He has given that a lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Portugal break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Tries a measured ball. No luck with that dink over the top. That's the throw. Out of play for a throw. Clipped into space. João Cancelo is there and he can get that clear. João Neves. Araujo. Bernardo Silva looks to get on the end of this. And that was very necessary. And the shot! That's going to go a long way. Vitinha. Araujo. And he goes cross-field. Nuno Mendes. Shomorodov. Shomorodov! He scores! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Uzbekistan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And it's Mendes. Vitinha. Does really well to win the ball there. Well, they can break here. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Araujo gets it away. Good play on the left-hand side here. Moved on forwards.
Cristiano Ronaldo, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Great work on the overlap. Oh, sweet feet. Real chance! Bernardo Silva. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Shomorodov absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Vitinha. Araujo. Bernardo Silva. That is good strength. Cuts out the pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio, gently done. Nuno Mendes. Plenty waiting in the middle. He can get that clear. Inacio have it back and can go again. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Oh, it's come loose. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Uzbekistan, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto! And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Against the crossbar. Clears it away. Played back in. Nuno Mendes. Cross goes in there. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Shomorodov. Could move up a gear here. Shomorodov. Oh, crack. And the shot! What a save by Diogo Costa! Vitinha. Pedro Neto. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, can he get onto this? João Cancelo looks across and plays it in. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Played towards the other side. Short changes him with that pass. Plays it through, calmly anticipates. Aim forwards. Well read, and the danger is averted. Can he stop it going out? Cleared away. Pedro Neto. Out for a throw. That's good play. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, shooting chance! Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio forwards and with intent. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cancelo. A lot of space ahead of him. So who's he picking out? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Moved on forwards. Vitinha. João Neves. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. Mendes, who's set up one goal so far. Lovely bit of skill. Time to deliver. He is just caressing the ball. Delivered in. Inacio tries to clear.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
João Neves. Araujo chooses to go cross-field. Portugal do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Over to the left. There are a few waiting for it. And it's Vitinha. And here's Bruno Fernandes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Played out wide. Vitinha. Gonçalo Inácio. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Moved on forwards. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Bruno Fernandes. That is a great pick out. Great chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Been knocked clear. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's found a way through. Shoots! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Now that's well seen too. And the finish! It's in! And the comeback is complete! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Can he get onto this? João Cancelo. Big chance! And that would have been some goal.
João Cancelo can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
That's really well manoeuvred. Gonzalo Inacio. Vitinha. João Cancelo is onto it in a flash. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Bernardo Silva. Crossed into the middle. And he's there to clear it. Here comes another cross. Cleared without complication. Looks to the other side. Half an hour played now. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Uzbekistan have a free kick. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well-timed, excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Shomurodov! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Araujo, and he goes cross-field. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Danger averted for now, and it's Cancelo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Played towards the other side. Shomoruto, in he goes again! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Shomurodov is offering a right smile there.
And it's hoisted clear. Played out to the right. Oh, easy pickings there. Araujo. Vitinha forwards and with intent. Ronaldo played out to the left flank. Portugal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Proves too strong. Bernardo Silva. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha shifted upfield. The ball is loose and the chase is on. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Muscular approach does pay off here. And it's Mendes. Pedro Neto. That's a nicely weighted pass. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the counter is on. Aim forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio, gently done. And here's Neto. Nuno Mendes. Crossing. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Uzbekistan, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Aim forwards. Some good work on the right flank here. Succumbs to the pressure. Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. And here's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he thumps it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Vitinha. Shomorodov picks it up out wide. Oh, Red, nice interception. Araujo. João Neves. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good spread. In by Cancelo. And out it comes again. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. Looking here to chip it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Araujo. Vitinha. 2 minutes to be added on. Nuno Mendes. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Referee's given a throw. João Neves. Out to the right. And the first half is done. Are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we're off again.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nice physical challenge. Vitinha. And it's Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. João Cancelo hurtling down that right flank. Oh, it's come loose. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Applies the finish!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
That's really well manoeuvred. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he welcomes it in. Goes for a shot! And that's off target.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Araujo shifted upfield. Bernardo Silva. João Neves. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And claimed it back swiftly. Bernardo Silva. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! He still tries a shot! He scored!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
This is quite a battle.
Really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Now it's Shomorodov. Now who's going to be first to this? A chance to play it in. Chooses to go back. Hoist it in. Shapes to shoot! Decent chance! Now can he find a finish? Bernardo Silva. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Araujo. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Here's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes, played out towards the right wing. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Bruno Fernandes! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Moved on forwards, and he cuts out the supply. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. João Neves. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva delivers. Clears it away. Ball's gone out of play. Bernardo Silva. That has been knocked clear. Played it again. And he shoots! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
That's a really good execution, Peter, but you have to raise some serious questions about how he was allowed to take the touch like that.
Portugal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Aim forwards. That has been cut short. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they've finally made a decision to get tighter.
And it's Cancelo. And he has been fouled there. And that has been clubbed away. Nuno Mendes. That's a good run down the left. That looks a good cross. Cleared away. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he's heaved it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bernardo Silva. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Gonçalo Inácio. Mendes is onto it in a flash. Inácio, gently done. Chance!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Nuno Mendes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's a nice ball. Played out to the right, back into the middle. Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
So Muradov certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Bernardo Silva carries the ball down the right. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Tries to dink it through. It's a pretty loose pass. Uzbekistan going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Shomurodov. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Diogo Costa sends that a long way. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And the keeper takes decisive action. And he's on a charge. Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tries to get it clear. Pedro Neto. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short, and it's Cancelo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno, and he's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And it's played forward. Now here's the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. In again. Araujo can get it clear. Bruno Fernandes wins the duel this time. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mendes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mendes shifted upfield. Oh, he's onto this. Bruno Mendes. Bruno Mendes tries across. On behind for a goal kick. Now it's Shomorodov. Oh, just Shomorodov! It's any... Oh, they could be caught out here. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gonzalo Inacio. Bruno Fernandes takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. And they've got a throw. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Neves. João Neves. It's run loose here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. João Neves, done delicately, floated through, Bruno Fernandes! And again the keeper stands strong. And it's been taken short. Mendes, and that's aimed into the middle. Back in once more. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Nicely intercepted. Gonzalo Inacio. Nuno Mendes. Mendes, that's a delicate pass. Clearly not happy with that. Ball comes in. And he's there to clear it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Succumbs to the pressure. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Oh, good spread. Showing good feet. Aimed in towards the centre. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. João Neves does really well to win the ball there. So what can they make of this? Well, that's well seen too. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Looking to break at pace. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Spread out to the left. A heavy challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bruno Fernandes. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Out to the right. And a chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
Bernardo Silva, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedro Neto, and it's lofted through here. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a little off target. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes played with finesse. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Oh, red, nice interception. Araujo. João Cancelo. Moved on forwards. Chance, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Portugal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva, aim forwards. And he cuts out the supply. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedro Neto, gently done. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Can he deliver? Bernardo... It's a mighty effort! Oh, he got himself into a great position. Muscular approach does pay off here. That has found him in acres of space.